viewers, join us today. I'm Asfa Munir, and as always, our mission in these live stream session is to bring you meaningful conversation that open minds, inspire positive change, and help you grow in every aspect of life. Today's topic is truly transformative: the impact of gratitude on mental health. In a world full of stress, pressure, and distractions, gratitude acts like a powerful light that brightens our emotional well being and strengthens our mental resilience. And today we are going to explore how simple acts of thankfulness can reshape our mindset, our habits, and even our lives. To make this discussion even more valuable, we are joining by a very insightful and thoughtful guest, Maya. Welcome, Maya. Maya, welcome
Thanks for having me,
to the
Asma.
live session. Thank you for joining us. Before we begin, how are you feeling
Of
about
course.
topic today?
Honestly, I think it's pretty spot on. You said to underestimate how much of a kick gratitude can give you. It's not just about being polite, it actually kind of rewires things, you know?
Okay,
It
now
feels,
let's start our question. My first question is, let's begin with the basic. How do you personally define gratitude, and why is it so important in our daily lives?
hmm, that's a good place to start. For me, attitude isn't just about being positive, though that's part of it. It's more about how you approach things. It's a lens, right? How you choose to see a situation, a person, even just your day. And it's important because that lens colors everything. It impacts your reactions, your energy, your relationships, basically everything. It's like you can have a crummy day, but a good attitude can keep it from totally dragging you down.
Okay, in your experience, how does practicing gratitude influence our personal, mental, and emotional well-being?
Okay, so this is where things get really interesting. Gratitude feels simple, right? It's like, thank you. But it actually does some pretty powerful stuff in your brain. It boosts dopamine and serotonin, those happy chemicals, and it kind of quiets the amygdala, which is the part of your brain that deals with fear and negativity. So, regularly focusing on what you're thankful for can literally shift your brain toward a more positive state. Emotionally, it just pulls you out of that spiral of focusing on what's missing and makes you appreciate what you have. It's not about ignoring problems, it's about having a more balanced perspective.
Okay, Maya, many people confuse gratitude with being blindly positive. How can we differentiate healthy gratitude from toxic positivity?
Um, that's a really good distinction to make, actually. Toxic positivity is annoying, honestly. It's like slapping a good vibes only sticker on everything, even genuine pain. Gratitude isn't about denying difficult emotions, it's about acknowledging them and then actively searching for something, anything to be thankful for, even within the hardship. It's not saying everything is great when it isn't. It's saying, this is tough, but I'm grateful for the lessons I'm learning. Or, I'm grateful for the support I have. It's nuanced.
Okay,
Toxic positivity shuts down feelings. Gratitude acknowledges them and finds a little light alongside the darkness.
okay. Maya, research shows that gratitude can reduce stress and anxiety. Why do you think this happens?
Yeah, it makes sense when you break it down. Stress and anxiety live in the future, right? Worrying about what might happen. Or they dwell on the past, regrets, things you wish you'd done differently. Gratitude pulls you into the present moment. It forces you to focus on what's good right now. And when you're focused on the present, you're less likely to get caught up in those anxious thought loops. Plus, as I mentioned before, it impacts your brain chemistry, lowering cortisol, the stress hormone, and boosting those feel good chemicals. It's like hitting the reset button on your nervous system, even if just for a few minutes.
Okay. How does gratitude help people manage difficult times, failure, or emotional setbacks?
Ooh, that's a big one. I think it's about reframing. When things go south, and they will, right? It's easy to fall into a victim mindset. But gratitude can help you see setbacks as opportunities for growth. Not in a cheesy way, but in a realistic way. Like, okay, this sucked, but what did I learn from it? Or even though this is awful, I'm grateful for the people who are supporting me. It's not about pretending the pain isn't there. It's about finding a glimmer of something positive within it. It also builds resilience. The more you practice gratitude, the better you get at bouncing back from tough stuff.
Okay.
It's like building a muscle. Still with me? Anything I'm saying resonate, or are you wanting to steer the conversation somewhere else?
Okay, Maya, can gratitude strengthen our relationships with family, friends, or colleagues, and how?
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. How good does it feel when someone expresses genuine appreciation for you? Makes you feel seen, valued, connected. Gratitude is a social glue. When you express gratitude to others, it strengthens those bonds. And it's not just about saying thank you, it's about actively acknowledging the good things people do, big or small. It's about being specific. I really appreciated you listening to me yesterday instead of just thanks. It
Okay, Maya,
builds
what are
trust,
simple gratitude
fosters.
practices beginners can start with today?
Okay, so you don't need to overhaul your life, right? Start small. The classic is a gratitude journal. Just write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. But honestly, if journaling feels like a chore, don't force it. You could also try a gratitude meditation. There are tons of free ones online. Or just make a mental list each morning or evening. Another easy one is to send a text to someone, telling them what you appreciate about them. The key is consistency. Even just a few minutes a day can make a difference. And the 5 to 4, 3 to 2, 1 grounding method can be a gratitude practice too. Name 5 things you see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. It gets you present and appreciative.
Okay, how can someone stay grateful when even when life feels overwhelming or unfair?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? When everything feels awful, gratitude feels impossible. It's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay to grieve, to be angry, to be sad. But even in those moments, there's usually something, a tiny spark, to be grateful for. Maybe it's just the fact that you have a roof over your head, or a warm cup of coffee, or a friend who cares. It's not about minimizing the pain, it's about finding a small pocket of light in the darkness. And sometimes it's okay to just focus on surviving. Gratitude can wait until you're in a better place. Be kind to yourself,
Okay, that's
okay?
great, Maya.
It's not about.
Okay, how can people?
Thank you very much.
Okay, how can people use gratitude to improve self-esteem and self-worth?
That's a powerful connection. Self esteem often gets tied up in achievements and external validation, right? Gratitude shifts the focus inward. It helps you appreciate yourself, not for what you've done, but for who you are. It's about recognizing your own strengths, your own resilience, your own inherent worth. When you practice gratitude for your qualities, your abilities, your experiences, you start to build a stronger sense of self compassion. And that self compassion is a huge buffer against self doubt and negativity. It's like, yeah, I'm flawed, but I'm also pretty great.
Okay, Maya.
Subtle but impactful shift.
Lastly, digital life often increases comparison and negativity. How can gratitude protect mental health in the age of social media?
Ugh, social media. It's a double edged sword, right? It can connect us, but it also fuels comparison and envy. To counter that, I think intentional gratitude practices are crucial. Like before you start scrolling, take a moment to list 3 things you're grateful for. Or when you see someone else's perfect life online, actively remind yourself of the things you appreciate about your own life. It's also good to like unfollow accounts that trigger negative feelings. Protect your mental space. Remember that social media is a curated highlight reel, not reality. It's easy to forget that. Regular gratitude practice is a good way to ground yourself in your own reality and
Okay, thank you.
appreciate what you have
Okay,
instead
thank you
of
so much,
constantly
Maya, for
craving what you don't.
okay, thank you so much, Maya, for sharing such deep and meaningful and practical insight today. Viewers, gratitude truly has the power of shift our mindset and heal our mental space, and our words have made that even clear. Today, all to all our amazing viewers, remember gratitude is not something you feel only when life is perfect. It is something you practice to make life better. Even small acts of thankfulness can transform stress into peace, fear into courage, and challenges into opportunities. Thank you for joining us. Stay grateful, stay positive, and take care of your mental health. This is Asfa Munir signing off. Until our next inspiring session, Allah Hafiz. Thank you so much, Maya, with being us.
Oh, all right.